So in this video we are going to be looking at surds. This is going to be a brief introduction to what a surd is and how we manipulate them. A surd is any number with a square root on it where the number n is not a perfect square number. So for example, root 3, root 5, root 12, these are examples of surds. Some of them can be simplified, some of them can't be, but they are all surds because 3, 5 and 12 are not square numbers. Root 4 could be written as 2, root 100 could be written as 10, and therefore these are not surds. Okay? Now, I can add and subtract surds. So for example, 9 root 3 plus 3 root 3. 9x, which you could call it, plus 3x would be 12x. Therefore 9 root 3 plus 3 root 3 would be 12 root 3. Just a quick side note, 9 root 3 is not the same thing as the 9th root of 3. 9 root 3 means 9 times root 3, just like 9x means 9 times x. Just like I've added them, I can subtract them. I could have 5 root 7 take away 7 root 7 and get 5 minus 7 is minus 2, so I could get minus 2 lots of root 7, for example. That's addition and subtraction. I can also multiply and divide. Now, as a general rule, root a times root b is root a times b. So if I have two separate square roots, I can bring them together inside one square root. And root a divided by root b is root a divided by b. These are two general rules that are really important to remember. This is exactly the same if I divide two numbers with square roots on top of it. It's the same thing as doing the numbers and then putting a square root on top. So for example, root 3 times root 5 would be root 15. 2 root 3 times 3 root 7. Let's do the numbers first. 2 times 3 is 6. Root 3 times root 7 is root 21. And division, root 77 divided by root 7 would be like this to give me root 11. Once again, you can bring the numbers inside the square root and then do the division and simplify down. Now, simplifying surds is a really important part of the course, and it's something that you need to be very able to do and be able to do it very quickly. I use these, but normally in reverse. So for example, if I take root 98, I can write 98 as 49 times 2. And therefore if I split it up by going from here this way, I could do root 49 times root 2, which is 7 root 2, for example. I can get root 8, which would be root 4 times root 2 to give me 2 root 2. See if you can show me that root 20 is 2 root 5. It's very similar to the top one. How about root 18 being 3 root 2? See if you can show me these two going this way. And that is a very brief introduction into surds. You can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and simplify.